So we have now created everything, and what we want to do in this section is the stock requirement list. The stock requirement list is your one-stop shop for diagnosing the time-based projection of supply and demand for a given product. It is a forward-looking tool that shows the timing and quantity of customer requirements for a given product along with the current production schedule to meet those requirements. The stock and requirement list is commonly used to evaluate the result of the master production schedule or master resource planning process, material resource planning process. You will see in this example how the master schedule that you previously created has placed the independent requirements against the Ridgefront commuter bike at your plant location. Let us begin this transaction by following the menu path: logistics, production, and MRP. Here under production we have MRP, double click on it, and then evaluations, and then we have stock and requirement list, right? Stock and requirement list, and that's MD04, or just double click on it, MD04 or double click, and you can pull up your products in many different ways. Let's start by using the collective access method for viewing your products. So this is collective access. I want to start. So click on collective access, and plant is the 00, and product group here, and that's 222 RF bike group, and hit or just hit enter. Then you will see we get a list of two products, RFRT 1000 and 2000 of the product that we created, and then note the red traffic lights next to each of this product right here. And this is a message to the planner that the plan for that part needs attention. So there's a red light, you need to pay attention to this two product. That's what it means. And let's click on RFRT 2000-222. In your case, it could be different identification number you have. But anyway, double click on it. And let me go back. I meant to click on this red light. So to see, it says for material RFRT 2000-222, 999.9 days supply is less than limiting value of 0.1. That's what it says. Apparently, we have negative days supply of the product. The traffic light is set up to flash red when the day supply drops below negative 0.1. Basically, we have no production scheduled, but we have demand. So this is not a big surprise, right? We have demand, but no production in progress and no inventory at hand. So that's why it is a red sign. So close, select, and there is a lot of summarized information in this overview list to help the planner spot problems. The columns numbered 1 through 8 are types of exception messages. Note the exception message type on group 6 has one message, if you look at here, right? And if you want to know what that is, you can just click on this icon and you see what they are. So here in pop-up box, list all groups of exception messages and the possible exception message in each group. Note that group 6, where we had one exception message, seems to do with inventory levels, excess stock, excess in individual segment, excess stock applied to superseding materials, underdeveloped tolerance, and so forth. So these are about inventory stocks, and that message is given. Or if you get another message, say under 5, then they might be giving you another signal for that. So that is given for you, and you can close this. Now look at the details for each product. Follow this instruction here. So first, let's select both product like this, 1, 2, and let's go to select to the stock requirement list. Let's go there, and let us review this stock requirement list for each product. Again, your exact number will be different, so don't panic when you see different numbers. You can use back and forth arrows as necessary to compare the screens. So you can go down or go up, and if you want, you can go to the right or to the left. That can be done. And note that product RFRT 2000-222, there is an independent requirements on November 29, 2021 for 8 units right here, which leaves the projected available balance at that point in time at negative 108. Our safety stock of 50 units has generated a demand for 50 units immediately. Also, the exception message 96, this is an exception message, is right there. If we were to look it up in the table, if you just click on it, what does that mean? 96 here, stock fallen below safety stock level, right? So it should be more than the safety stock level. However, it has fallen below the safety stock level. That's what it says. And note also that our planning time fence goes out 1 day into the future. So that's December 5th, and this is end of time fence. Unlike the material planning records we saw, the default SAP stock and requirement list is shown in a continuous time event based on format. Every demand element or order is shown separately with its corresponding date. If we want to group demand and supply orders into weekly or daily time buckets, we can do that too. So let's go to select period totals here. This brings up the period totals view, and we can select weeks to see weekly time buckets. So here, daily stock and requirement list, and you can go to weeks. Then the time frame changes to weeks, and or even month. You can change that. So how much you are required, that you can see there. So this is a weekly time period, and then this one is demand for that week, and then this is supply for the week, and this is projected available balance end of week and this is ATP is 0 since there is no inventory and no planned production at this moment. So if you just click on this icon, puzzle icon, then you will return to detail that we were before. So here you have now reviewed how the independent requirements appear in the stock and requirement list. In Lab 4, if you choose to do, you will run the MPS and MRP processes to create elements of supply to fulfill this demand.